Hello everyone, I thought I would show you my amazing Curiosi-tea reading system. Now this is a complete reading kit, all in a lovely tin. I think the tin's about 4.5 inches from memory. I'm not very good with measurement, let me tell you, I'll get it exactly. Oh, how's that for it? 4.5 inch tin, or 11.5 centimetres, and it's what, 1 3/4 inches thick, or about 40 millimetres, 4 centimetres. So these tins are actually a screw lid, so you don't lose your bits and pieces. And I've got 3 different versions of Curiosi-tea, so I'll show you what is in each kit. You also get a booklet with them, and this is a pictorial. These are in colour, so you can get to see how they are used. They also have a QR code on the inside, and that takes you to a private, your eyes only, mini demo course on getting around Curiosi-tea. So what's in a kit? You don't get my gold glow mesh purse. I hate to think how old that is. So what you get is a stretch jersey mat, right? So, and this is made in a jersey that is stretchable, and the reason I've done this is, when you pull them out like so, you will see you don't have to iron it. It's like all my clothes these days. I make everything that I don't have to iron. So you get the mat. You get, I've just got mine loose in the tin, but these come in a little bag. You get 18 cards. Now these, you'll see, match the images that is printed on the mat. You also get 3 dice, and you get 18 charms, and these charms also mirror what is printed on the mat. And the reason is, we are reading in layers. I've just realised that belongs in that kit. I was thinking, why have I got double? And you get your 3 dice. So how do you use Curiosi-tea? The easiest way to show you is to do a reading on it. So I'm going to shuffle, and I've got some cards here upside down, that way. So you shuffle your cards, and these are a mini card. So the mini cards I love because they've only got little hands. They are 1 3/4 by 2.5, so it's actually 44 millimetres by 67. I do know that in metric. So what we do is you place your cards face down. I have mine upside down because I'm a card flipper, not a turner. You can go 1 2 3 4 5 6 all the way across if you like. If you're like me, I just do them random. So it's like giving it another shuffle. And there's a few different ways you can start reading with this system. This is where your dice come into play. You can throw your dice, and I've got 8, 9, 10, which would tell me I start at card 10. Or I could, if I know the houses, so say if this was a reading around children, I would look at the baby. If it was about love, I'd start in the house of the heart. If it's your career, we'd start up here. If you're working for wages, if you are a business owner, we would look at the ship, so business, trade and commerce. So it's up to you if you want to start in the house way. Some people, once you get to know where the houses are, you might even draw a charm out and say, okay, we start in the house of the cross. So there's 3 ways you can start it. So I'm going to just throw the dice. Now first I'm going to lay out a subject matter, and I'm also going to set the intention of a time frame. So let me think of a question. Lady's looking at changing her job. She's not sure whether to move to out of the company, stay within the company, but she's bored and she's wanting change. So we're going to look at a question about what's the next 3 months for her in and around her career. So we will throw the dice. So we've got 4, 6 and 2 is 8. So we're going to start in card or position number 8, which is here. Now, a good idea when you're learning is just tilt those first 3 cards. And the reason we're only tilting them is, see, there's a colour. We've got a red row, a green row, and a blue row. And every row is numbered from 1 through to 6. But you'll see they're all blue, that's all green, and that's all red. So we're starting in position number 8. So card number 8. So what's going on with this lady and a job in the next 3 months? So we turn over that card. So when we have got here, and this is why the base mat is so important, because we are combining these to get information. And we're doing what was called traditional card chaining. So baby here, when with the castle, which is about career and business, would tell me looking at something new. So this could be a whole new job for her or even a whole new role, but we'll gain more information. So now we've turned this first card. This is the start of our chain. So red card number 1 here means we go up to position number 1 in red. So we now turn that card over. The scales there would tell me some sort of contract, agreements, legal, financial, binding. So that gives me more information about what's coming new. So I look at this and my information to her would be, no, you're actually looking at a whole new job, which means presented with a whole new work agreement, work contract. So now we've got green and it's number 6. So this is our green row. So we go up here to number 6. And we've got the baby, which tells me again, new agreement, new contract. Now this has been a very short chain because this baby carriage comes back to here and it doesn't allow us to turn over any more cards in the chain. And when that happens, you don't turn any of these over. It tells us that is our answer and our information. So if she's sitting there thinking, is that it? Most people look there and say, is that it? That's my answer. Well, yes, your answer tells me you won't be doing what you're doing. You've got a new contract, new job coming within your next 3 months. So this is where we use our chain. And we can ask for more information, and you can choose to do it on any card. You can choose whether you want one, whether you want a pinch on there. I'm actually going to grab a couple per card, so I'm looking here. So here on this, where it's new job, new role, we've got cross and spider web. So that would tell me, yes, you do need a new job, because there would tell me it's very difficult. It also tells me things coming to an end. And the spider in the web is she's feeling trapped. And spider in the web can mean there's also somebody that may be nitpicking or causing problems for her in her current working job. So this tells me, no, you're definitely leaving. So then let's have a look with our little charms on this one. Scales on scales, good work contract. The camel here would tell me work hard, negotiate hard, particularly because she's got 2 scales. She's got the charm scales as well as the scales image over the castle, which is the house. So there would tell me, no, keep negotiating really hard because this will pay off for you in the long run. So, because camel means working hard, persistence is key. So down here, we can also draw another couple. We've got ship and we've got house. Ship is, again, something that may be a little bit further travel for her, but it still can be a large company or a company that may have bases in other countries. The house here would also tell me you may even have an option of doing a little bit of work from home. So that is her answer for a pretty important question in only 3 turnovers. So that's just how simple this system is. It's also really, really easy system if you are doing quick daily reads. Now I'm going to show you, and I'll pull out the other ones so you can see what they look like as well. And I'll just pop these in. Sorry, there's a helicopter going above me. We live not far from a hospital, and they fly in helicopters in and out constantly, which is not a good thing when you think about people in and out of hospital. So that all goes in the tin. Right. So let me have have a look. This one I call charming. They're all the same system, all the same as far as the symbols and their meanings. They're really just different colour choices and themes. Some people might like it pale, some people like the bold turquoise, and some people like this as the soft and gentle pastel colour. So see, we've got pink, green and blue rose. And you don't need any reading skills for these. These are a perfect gift for someone who is entering divination. If they get too overwhelmed with learning big things, this you don't need a lot of learning. It's very, very simple. Now I'll show you how we use this as well then, if you are doing just quick daily readings. And I've got a dear friend of mine who leaves these out, and she does this on every day, and she just leaves the mat laid out on a table in her study, and she just does a quick daily reading every day. So, and if you're going to use it for a quick daily reading, you've got your 3 dice, so you allow a dice for each row. So we draw row 1 is card number 3. So this is our first for our daily. Then we roll the second dice. We've got card number 5. And our third dice, we've got number 6. So they are the 3 sets that we have drawn for the day. So if I was looking at this of what's ahead for the day, here would tell me be surprised or open my eyes, do something around the business. So because me working for myself. The bat means think smart, think outside the box, be intelligent, and sometimes can be blindsided, which is probably me. So it tells me I need to probably look into the business a bit more and use my head. The house and the heart would tell me, yes, loving good things of gratitude around home and family. And sword and the money would tell me, yes, I may end up parting with some money. And that's so funny because I've had a $600 electricity bill, and I've just also paid a $1,200 bill to the legal trademarks lawyers. So yeah, good on me. That's true to fact. So that's how you would use it, as in a quick daily read. And like I said, you can start these, and I'll show you the other one, starting from reading at the houses, which, like I said, if you were looking at this, it covers every topic too, by the way, and I'll explain on the mats. We have, in subject matters, we've got career, which means if you're working for wages. Your ship would be your own business. You've got love, you've got babies, you've got money, you've got health and support, you've got home and family. All of these are a subject matter. What is it you need to overcome? What do you need to look at opportunities? What's the pleasant surprise when you're not looking? Who's a problem gets in your hair? So every card space is a subject matter, and there's 18, so that's a lot of subject matter. So let me pop those back in the tin, and I just put them in little purses. I just keep my charms in little purses. Get in there. Right, and this one is a steampunk. That's how they come in a cotton bag. All right, okay. And this one is the steampunk theme. So it's more of the deep browns and clocks and cogs and so on. So, and again, we mirror the same images from the cards. Right. So let's have a look. And again, we've got pink, green and blue. So we pay attention to the teapots or the teacups, whichever design you choose. So we'll lay this out again. And I already know a subject. We'll say young man who's only 40, has come out of a divorce and uncertain whether he even wants to bother with love again. And I think at 40, you're only a baby. Don't be silly. Open your eyes to love again. So if he's asking about his love life over the next 12 months, we can start in the house of the heart. So, scales there would tell me he needs to, yes, settle things legally with the former wife, but he also needs to balance out and be open, because the scales is very much laid out on the table. Everything is transparency and open. So there would tell me, open yourself. Make sure you've settled everything first before you're ready to open your heart. So green number 6 teapot is here. Money there would tell me again, don't be afraid to splurge a little bit. And I'd look at that and say, pour money into himself first. And that can be literally, get yourself some new clothes, go and get a haircut. Don't be afraid to just spend a little bit of money on yourself and working on yourself. And that could even be right down to maybe some self-help courses or growing his confidence again and so on. So it's pouring money into put yourself out there. So it's like we're writing a chain of sentences. So 6 blue is the house of the money. Oh, that's nice, because the horseshoe there would tell me a lucky opportunity opens up for him. And horseshoe is interesting because it does often mean fast pace. So it can mean someone will actually enter in your life when you don't expect it. After you've done a bit of working on yourself and putting yourself out there, good lucky opportunity comes. So pink number 4, we've got the bat. And the bat is, like I said, blind to the oblivious, but it means open your senses. So there again would tell me you've probably got people that are available around you, but you're not looking at it. So I would there and say, look deeper within and open up the senses. So bat here, number 6, pink teapot. We've got the goblets, which tells me some sort of date, because it literally means the clinking of glasses in a social scene. So that's actually nice. So goblets over bat would tell me you're likely to have a nice intimate date. Some people might go, ooh la la, when you say that word. 5 blue is the teapot. The cross here, now this would tell me, big thing on him, don't bring up the past. Don't talk about the ex-wife over a dinner date. You don't need to bring her into it. And again, if the other party talks a little bit about their past, you don't need the whole date on it. So there would tell me you need to be brightened up, but again, leave the past in the past. You don't need that. Pink number 2, we've got the baby pram. So now that can mean 2 things. It would mean, or 3 things. It means, yes, a new person to them. It could mean that person may have children. This fellow doesn't have children. That means the other party may have children. But it can also mean they might be a little bit younger than you were expecting. It's not a bad card. So green number 2. So we're in green row. With the ladder would tell me overcoming obstacles. It's actually a good card because it tells me overcoming obstacles in order to find a new partner. Beautiful. 3 blue. We've got the sword. So what is it that he needs to probably be more cautious around? Because sword is often cutting away. So 4 green. We've got the cane. So there would tell me, again, cutting out obstacles, things that you limp along. Cane is like support, so it would tell me again, don't undermine the support system that you have around you, and more than anything, don't cut the person down that you are dating. They could be, again, somebody who's very supportive or may have somebody of a disability and so on. So it would tell me, don't just disconnect because of that. So blue number 1, we've got the house, which tells me beautiful, because it means somebody who's also ready for settling, somebody who's grounded, good family values, home and settled. So 5 green, we've got the ship, can tell me they may even be from a different nationality than he was expecting, because ship often indicates overseas or something from a long distance. I don't see it as a long-distant relationship because we had the goblets. So if we didn't have the goblets, that there could have told me someone who may be communicating with, who may be in another town, another state, even overseas. But because we had the goblet come up prior. Tells me it's not a person at a long distance relationship, but I would see that as ship over house. They may have family overseas from a different nationality. So pink number 3, so pink row. We've got the spider, which tells me, yes, be very cautious because spider can mean interfering older person, and spider usually means interfering busybody like a mother or mother-in-law. So, 1 green, we've got the camel. Work hard at it. Don't be afraid. Yes, love is hard. Relationships are hard. But he's already weathered 20 years with his past partner, so he's not afraid of a bit of hard work. So, pink number 5, we've got the star. Star tells me you may actually meet them online, because it often connects to in the sky, internet. It can mean too, they may align very well together. So it could be similar birth periods, birth dates, zodiacs, so on. So it tells me the spotlight or positivity is on them. Blue number 2, we've got the key. And the key here would indicate open up the doorways, don't be afraid. And we've come to the last card, which brings us back to the heart. So this reading has opened up. Oh, actually, it hasn't opened up every card. We had one that it didn't open, so we do know what that is. But it's opened up every other card. So this tells us we don't need that information, so there's no point. And we've opened up all the cards to give that young man the advice of what he needed. So I'm going to now have a look at our charms. Hang on. Oh, that wasn't on it. What the wrong one? That one I had a pendulum in it. Sorry. Oh, you can tell I mixed them all up, can't you? So this is where we use our charms, and we can just scatter wherever you like and allow them to fall. So horseshoe and shooting star on ladder and the baby would still tell me luck and opportunity will open up for him when he least expects it. Here we've got sword on the heart and the scales, the house and the stork. Again, don't cut somebody off if they may have children or if they are a little bit longer than him. Money here is sitting on the scales and the sword. Again, he needs to probably spend a little bit and dress himself up a bit and get a new wardrobe, even if it's a makeover. Camel here on the heart still tells me working at love and relationship is key, but be persistent in your strength and endeavour in to do so. So that is our curiosity. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and I have these 3 ones available in my Etsy store, and they're also on my other website, which is tealeafreader.com. That's tea leaf reader, not reading. So have a look and see what you like. Thanks for listening.